Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show, and welcome back because we missed last week.
Yeah, where were we?
We were in China.
Yeah, it was fun.
So yes, apologies that we didn't bring you your weekly dose of news, but we're back stronger than ever, and we're kicking off with the IFSC highlights from Moscow in Russia. As the year builds towards Olympic qualification, the athletes are under even more pressure than normal. France's Fanny Gibert stormed back onto the podium with a bronze medal. She was in impressive form throughout qualifying and the semi-finals and topped all 4 boulders in the finals, needing only 6 tries. Britain's Shauna Coxey has been out for a while with injuries, but came back strongly with a bronze medal in Switzerland last week. She managed to step it up in Moscow with a silver medal, showing she's going to be a serious threat this year. Slovenia's Janja Garnbret continued her perfect start to the season with another gold in Russia. She was, quite simply, unstoppable. 4 flashes, 4 perfect boulders. What a World Cup win for Janja. With so many potential contenders for the win, the men's competition was wide open. Japan's Yasuki Ogata picked up only his 2nd medal with a bronze in Russia. He topped 3 boulders despite a nasty looking fall on boulder 3. The Czech Republic's Adam Ondra was looking for another gold medal after his win in Switzerland. Despite climbing well, he couldn't quite finish boulder 4 and had to settle for a silver medal. Last year's overall winner, Jernej Kruder, had a disappointing, by his standards, start to the season, but he was back with a roar in Russia. He climbed all 4 boulders, including boulder 4, which no other athlete managed to send. He's back, and he's back with a gold.
Back with a vengeance.
He is, and I'm happy to see him up there, because Studio Block, he sort of struggled a bit, didn't do so well in finals last week in Switzerland, just didn't quite get there, and then, to come back from Russia.
He bammed it.
He bammed it. Oh yeah, he was in BAM, didn't do so well in BAM, but he's back. He's crushing.
Big time.
Big time. And Janja, of course. But let's talk about Shauna Coxey, because she's had multiple injuries. Just before she went to the World Cup, she was talking about injections in her knee. To come back with a bronze medal and a silver medal is pretty impressive. And I reckon she could be challenging. If Janja slips, Shauna's going to be right there.
I think so. I think she's always been known for her consistency, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And even before she went on that spurt of 2 wins in 2 years, before that she was always there and thereabouts on the podium. So yeah, I think once she gets back to 100%, she's going to be a real threat. Okay, next up, we've got news from the Wide Boyz in Utah. The Wide Boyz have climbed what is their hardest crack climb to date, the first ascent of Black Mamba, graded 514B or 8C in French sport climbing grades. Tom Randall describes the route on his Instagram as a 50-meter boulder route hybrid. The line starts off needing to be lit by head torches, with the crux of the route coming at the end in the form of a brutal off-width. So there's a great quote from Pete Whittaker on the UKC, who did a very good piece on this. They got an interview with the guys straight up. And the quote is this: "If the route stopped before this, the whole thing would be like a beef sandwich, reasonably meaty. In totality, it's that final 9-inch section that makes it a full Sunday roast." How good is that quote?
It's very good. It just shows that extra 9 inches. 9 inches does make a difference.
Yes, big time.
Mm-hmm. More news now. I forgot what I was talking about. It is me. It is Frances Bensley has sent an 8B boulder in the UK. 26-year-old UK climber Frances Bensley has ticked her 2nd 8B with a climb of Keen Roof at Raventhour. Frances took 3 sessions to send the route and had to work out a very tricky cut-loose move to get into the lip. Super happy for Frances there. She's this underground climber. She's literally coming out of a cave on that one. But she's in a lot of the Blockfest finals. You've seen that on our channel. And that route, I know that route just because I've spent a lot of time at Raventhour. And it's this cave and the holds are hideous. And the last bit to get around the corner of the lip is just like your foot above your head. And then it's
Have you tried it?
Of course not, it's 8B. I mean, I've touched the holds and gone.
Like this. No.
You brush it.
Yeah, and then you feel
go,
the
you do
moisture.
that. You do that a lot.
Feel the moisture.
Yeah, exactly. Just be like,
too much.
Not sticky damn today.
Yeah,
no. Now, mountaineering news from a bit of a dream team of Arc'teryx athletes. The group, consisting of Brette Harrington, Luka Lindic, and Ines Papert, joined together to climb the east face of Canada's Mount Fay. Luka had previously tried the route with Marc-Andre Leclerc, but his sad death meant they never completed it. The route climbs steep and wild terrain with rock climbing, ice pitches and steep snow. They did it with only 1 bivvy and graded the 1,100 metre route at M8, Water Ice 5.
almost sounds like you're saying that Michelangelo Clerc died whilst they were attempting it.
No, he didn't. So they tried it. Luka and Mark tried it, didn't do it for whatever reason, but never kind of went back to do it because of Mark's death. Or one of the reasons was Mark's death. So, especially for Brette, it properly like put an end to that one as well, because she climbed the route that he started, and it's awesome. So really cool route. Planet Mountain have got a good little read up of that if you want to go and check it out.
9B counter.
Okay, now we've got a bit of an issue with the 9B/8C counter, and that is because you guys have been tagging us, which has been amazing. Obviously, we couldn't do it without you.
Thank you.
Thank you. But Instagram is being a bit of a...
Say it.
So what's happening is when you guys are tagging us on Instagram, for some reason we can't look at the pictures. It doesn't do it. So I'd like to apologise to Anton Lunyov and Ladik Lakakov something. It's on screen.
I'd like to apologise for that pronunciation.
It's tricky. But these guys tagged us in 2 8C boulders, and I've got no idea what they are. So if I've just read out your name badly and it's on screen, could you send us a direct message with what it was?
Yeah, so I think basically what we're trying to say is that like in the future, I know it's like we appreciate that you're tagging us, but you also need to tag the climber, otherwise we can't see it. Like Instagram have done the same.
No, it's not any tagging. It's like they almost need to send us a message at the moment, because they tagged the climber. I still can't click on the thing.
Oh yeah, but if somebody says a message saying, "Hey, Hugo Pilcher and
that's
Groom,
great.
So and so's done this 8C."
Yes, that's what you mean. Yeah, they need to give us more info.
Like put their handle in there as well.
Yeah, help us,
because we're not sure if it's just like you want us to talk about this climb or whether it should be on the 8C counter.
We think it's an Instagram bug, and hopefully we'll get sorted out. But it is screwing up our plans.
If Instagram's watching, and I know they don't, then try and sort it out. Okay. But first up, Seb Bouin has climbed a 9B in Oleana. Yes. Go to voiceover mode. Go to voiceover mode. Seb Bouin has made the first repeat of Adam Ondra's Mamichula 9B in Oleana, Spain. He was ably belayed by his mum, and it's his hardest route on paper, but as he says on his Instagram, maybe not in reality.
1 point, Seb 1.
1 point, Seb 1.
Happy to see the 9B counter back in action.
It's growing.
It is growing. We're one page down.
Yeah, well, if one more person makes a 9B. I also would like to say thank you to Seb for making the ascent on a Monday or Tuesday?
Well, it's Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday before, which is lucky because we're late recording this show, so it's all worked out perfectly.
Yeah, well done, Seb.
Thanks, Seb.
He almost gets double points.
Almost, but not quite.
But not quite.
Do we know 8Cs, apart from the ones we've been tagged and we can't see?
We do have a couple of 8Cs.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, we do. Which is problematic because we need some more paper.
Damn it, right, hold on. 2 minutes later.
Okay, so Keenan Takahashi has climbed the Story of Two Worlds in Cresciano, which is an 8C.
8C, 8C plus, 8C?
8C.
8C, 1 point.
1 point. Jimmy Webb
Jimmy.
has climbed a first ascent, 8C plus, and he's called it Ephira, and it's in Chronico in Switzerland.
Nice. 2 points?
2 points, yeah.
2 points, Jimmy Webb, yes, man.
Just a quick one about this. It's basically on the same boulder as From Dirt Grows Flowers, which is that number one that you got a couple of weeks ago. And it basically, From Dirt Grows Flowers is more of a direct line. This one breaks to the left and traverses along, a bit longer, more moves, and then kind of tops out in a very slabby top out. So congrats, Jimmy.
Nice one.
Yeah.
That's it? We're done?
I think.
Woo.
Yes.
Now, one of the reasons that we missed the new show last week is because we've had this crazy hectic 2 weeks of travel, and we will be putting out loads of videos about that. But to summarise, we've been in China and then Greece for the Felis climbing festival, and it was
why were we in China though?
Well, we're in China because Vibram invited us to a sort of look around their testing facility and their factory, and also a banging party.
It was a banging party.
It was a banging party.
Pool party.
Yeah, like.
Cannonball! I broke the V of the Vibram in their little floaty thing.
Yeah, so everyone's been pushed to the swimming pool. There's like Vibram written out beautifully, and Hugo disappears for about 5 minutes and comes back because we're in our clothes. Hugo comes back, swimming costume on, because he doesn't want to get wet in his clothes. Jumps fully into this pool onto the Vibram sign and shatters Vibram. Have they sent you a bill yet?
What did I do?
You shattered Vibram.
Oh, right.
The V.
It's something else.
It was great. It was a good trip, and videos are coming. But we were also in Greece.
You're also in Greece. Here's a little teaser of what we got up to.
Welcome to the Felis Climbing Festival. We're in Greece, just outside of Athens, for 2 days of climbing adventure, hiking, via ferrata, everything you could think about in the outdoor world. And just to top things off, we've got Steve McClure and Nico Favres here to show us how it's done.
It's one of the best caves I've seen for quite a while, actually. I'm pretty motivated to try the stuff here, and everybody here is like so excited, so we're feeding off it.
Any piece of rock I'm always curious to check out. There's some nice looking lines.
Yeah, so that was your climbing hero.
Who, Steve McClure?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. You know, we've talked on our podcast, we'll talk about it in a minute, but he is one of those people I feel a bit shaky around.
But did you though?
Yeah, I did, genuinely. I see him.
After like a couple of minutes talking to him, he's like,
No, I'm still
nicest man in the
fluttery.
world.
I'm fluttery every time I see him.
Still?
Yeah, honestly. He's my hero. And when he's like talking and I'm just a bit, I fanboy out a bit.
Oh, really?
Honestly.
Okay. I just thought he was a generally very cool guy.
I do too. Love talking to him.
Very easy to talk to.
Absolutely, but I was still nervous as hell around him.
And Nico Favres is now my
Look at that bruise though.
from the Highline.
I went highlining. We went rock climbing. Me and Hugo had a mini competition. We had Greece was mega. It was really cool.
It was good. What's next?
So yesterday's show was kind of interesting. So Tuesday's show, what we did is we, at Studio Blockmasters Comp, we just filmed for the semi-finals Janja. That's all we focused on. So it was her behind the scenes stuff in isolation, how she warms up, how she gets prepared, and then her journey through the semi-finals. And I think it's a really cool episode. So check out this little teaser.
I can go right now, yeah?
How was she being like followed around and stuff?
I didn't actually tell her. What I did was I went up to the whole Slovenian team and I went, hey guys, the organisers want us to film the team. So if you see us hanging around, we'll film you and then we'll leave you alone. And then I went to Johan, our cameraman, and was like, just film Janja. Just film Janja. We of course love the Slovenian team, but it wouldn't have worked with all of them. We needed just her. And then afterwards I was like, oh, by the way, we just filmed you. And then she was fine.
Yeah.
She's lovely. She's lovely. She's great.
She's lovely. She's lovely. Next up, we've got what have we got?
Latitude.
Latitude.
Video.
Okay, this is a series from Ecuador, exploring the climbing around Ecuador, and this time it's a bit of volcanic rock down in the south of the country. Here's a tiny little teaser.
Escalada en el Cajas tiene unos pies bien inexistentes, es un montón de técnica y también es un montón de tener suerte con el clima. Cuando nosotros fuimos tuvimos sol, pero a pesar de tener sol hacía frío. Está alto, entonces escalar con esas condiciones no es tan fácil.
Okay, there you go. Should we? I mean, at some point we're gonna go climbing in South America, right?
Yeah, sure. Are they paying for it?
Who? These guys? Epic.
Anyone?
Possibly.
Cool. Before we talk shop, let's talk podcast, because our podcast, which we've done 2 of now, but our first one is now on Spotify. A lot of people are asking us to put it on Android settings, so it's now on iTunes and Spotify, and it will be on everything soon. We just got to find time in our lives to put it on everything.
Is it hilariously funny and witty and informative?
No, but if you want to hear us rambling on about a load of climbing stuff, then do go and check it out. Just type in EpicTV into
quite rambly,
Spotify.
isn't it?
It is rambly.
But then they're allowed to be rambly, aren't they?
Yeah.
Podcasts.
And we've recorded our second one as well.
Yeah, we did. That was pretty rambly too.
Coming soon. Shop deals.
Shop deals. Love a shop deal.
Do you know what time of year it is, Hugo?
It is the time that the bunny rabbits come out.
Yes.
The buds are flowering.
In some households, yeah.
Snowdrops snowing.
Jesus died for our sins.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and to celebrate all those things, we have a load of Easter deals available on the shop. So go onto the website, click on the picture of the cute little bunny rabbit, and because let's be honest, Easter, there's a long weekend. I'm going climbing in Finale. Yeah, I'm out of here.
You told me that.
I did, I told you yesterday. You said, ooh, Finale, and I said, yeah, I'm going to go to Finale.
Oh, Finale.
But loads of people go climbing in Easter, like Font gets smashed in Easter,
Yeah.
sport climbing gets smashed, so...
Where would you
pick up
recommend
some gear.
going
I do love Font at Easter.
to avoid? You like it even in the crowds?
It's fun.
Yeah?
Like the campsite's full of people, there's fires everywhere in the evening. I used to do it for like 4 or 5 years running every Easter.
Okay.
And I loved it.
What about for the older people who don't like crowds?
If you don't like a crowd, then, I don't know really, Albertine? That could be good. If
Yeah,
you're a boulderer.
Albertine.
Magic Woods,
Bouldering
Magic Wood
Bobat
time.
just been in Aberdeen.
Have they? Yeah, I bet they loved it.
Connie's look good.
Aye. Don't know why I went Scottish there. But yeah, go pick up an Easter deal on the EpicTV shop. There's some bargains to be had.
Right. What's the weekend? Easter.
Easter weekend.
You doing anything?
Going to Finale.
I'm going to Annecy.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Climbing? Is deep water soloing Annecy?
No, I think I'm going with the fam.
Oh, okay.
So we'll probably go bike riding.
Nice. Have a good weekend.
Yeah. Bye.